I've always been fascinated by the obscure and the unexplained. That's probably why I found myself standing in front of the dilapidated mansion on the outskirts of my hometown. The building was notorious in local legend, a place where shadows moved of their own accord and whispers echoed through the halls. I never believed in such tales, but that night, something compelled me to explore. As I pushed open the creaking front door, a chill ran down my spine. The air inside was stale, heavy with the scent of decay. My flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The mansion was a labyrinth of rooms and corridors, each more unnerving than the last. Paintings with eyes that seemed to follow my every move. Furniture draped in dusty cloths and a silence so profound it was almost deafening. I found my way to the library, a grand room with bookshelves stretching to the ceiling. That's when I heard it. A soft, melodic humming, out of place in the oppressive silence. My heart raced as I followed the sound, finding myself in a small, hidden chamber. There, amidst a circle of candles, was a book. Its cover was adorned with strange symbols, and it seemed to pulsate with a life of its own. Driven by an inexplicable urge, I opened the book. The words inside were written in an unknown language, yet I understood them perfectly. They spoke of ancient rituals, forgotten civilizations, and powers beyond human comprehension. As I read, the air grew colder and the candles flickered violently. Suddenly, the room was plunged into darkness. I heard whispers growing louder, closing in on me. My flashlight wouldn't turn on, and in the pitch black, I felt something brush against my face. I stumbled back, my breath coming in short, panicked gasps. That's when I saw them, figures in the dark, barely visible, circling me. Their eyes glowed faintly, and their whispers became a cacophony of voices speaking in languages I'd never heard. I was frozen in terror, unable to move, unable to scream. The figures closed in, their features becoming clearer. They were not human, their faces twisted in expressions of anguish and rage. I felt hands grasp at me, cold and unyielding. In a desperate attempt, I lunged for the door, feeling their fingers slip from my grasp. I ran through the corridors, the mansion now alive with the sounds of footsteps and distant laughter. The walls seemed to warp and bend around me, the portrait's eyes glowing in the dark. I could hear them following me, their whispers a constant presence at the back of my neck. Finally, I burst out of the front door, gasping for air. The night was unnaturally quiet, the moon casting a pale light on the mansion. I looked back once, seeing the figures standing in the windows watching me. I never returned to the mansion, but the experience haunts me. Sometimes, in the dead of night, I swear I can hear the soft, melodic humming, and I know they are still there, waiting in the shadows. Since that night, I've tried to understand what I saw and experienced. The book, the figures, the whispers, were they ghosts, demons, or something else entirely? I've scoured ancient texts and consulted experts in the paranormal, but the truth remains elusive. What I do know is that the mansion holds a secret, a darkness that is ancient and powerful. And I fear that by opening that book, I've become a part of that darkness, a pawn in a game that spans centuries. The mansion still stands a silent sentinel in the night. People avoid it, sensing the malevolence that lurks within its walls. But for me, it's a constant reminder of that night, a night when I peered into the abyss and it peered back into me,